Hello there, and a warm welcome to the Heat Army podcast. It's that time of year again. Pre-season is already started for Gateshead as they won 7-1 away to Hebden Town on Tuesday night. But this is the first home encounter for Gateshead, and they entertain our neighbours down the road, Sunderland. It should be a great test for Gateshead against Championship opposition, and we'll see what can happen here this afternoon. There's a few trialists knocking about for Gateshead. We'll go through the teams very, very shortly. But it's an absolute pleasure and an honour to be back with you here. The last time we broadcast, it was from Wembley Stadium for a commentary. But there's no place like home, and Gateshead Stadium is where we are today. It's overcast here. We've had a lot of rain this morning. The pitch is looking absolutely fantastic, considering there's rugby being played on it as well at the moment. It looks very plush out there, as it should do at this time of year. And we'll be getting underway at about 5 o'clock here with this friendly. And my name's David Gallis. I've got Mark Rubbers here with me as well. We will be going through the teams very, very shortly. But just to do a little bit of housekeeping, we'd like to say a big thank you to our sponsors, Northern Print Solutions, and our partners at Patrick Team Sports. Of course, they have the new gated strip on display here today for the first time. The boys will be out there wearing it. It looks absolutely fantastic. And dare I say, we eagerly await the away top as well. And if it's anything to go by what we've seen so far in the past two seasons, or past season, should I say, with Patrick, they're absolutely outstanding. Also as well, you might see on the screen now, we'd love you to subscribe, and you can also send us a message on what platform you're listening in on. And we'd love to give you a shout out wherever you're listening from in the world. We will give you a mention because, hey, we're very, very thankful that you have chose your time to spend with us here this afternoon, nearly this evening. But Gateshead players are coming off the pitch. Regan Booty gives the team, the Tyne Weir stand, a round of applause. And, well, this is how Sunderland line up. We've had to go searching for their squad numbers because Sunderland didn't give any numbers on their team sheet. So Anthony Patterson is in goal. We've got Timothy Bembele, Luke O'Neill, Aji Alisi, Dennis Kirk, and Jay Matetti. And then we've got Elliot Embleton, Jurison Bennett, Jack Clark, Joe Bellingham, and Nasri Racine. And this is how Gateshead line up. They've got Tiernan Brooks in goal, Robbie Tinkler, Kent Richardson, Joe Grayson at the back. And then we've got Luke Hannant, Tom Allen, Regan Booty, Captain Greg Ollie, Callum Whelan, Owen O'Senny, and Will McGowan. On the bench for Gateshead, we can go through the numbers there. We've got a trialist number 3. We've got Jimmy Bramwell, number 6. Number 12 is Ben Williams. We've got another trialist wearing number 13. Ollie Thompson wears 14. Liam College wears 15. Aidan Rutledge, 16. There is another trialist playing number 17 on the bench. And we've got Fenton John, 21, Taylor Ford, 30, and Lucas Lowry wearing 31. And the trialist family must be very proud to have 3 players in the squad today. That's quite a few players that have managed to get into the team. They must be very proud. We've got messages coming in already. We've got Ken Webster. Hi, sorry couldn't be there as I could not get a ticket. And we've also got our brother-in-arms from the Heat Army podcast. Nicky Barris has put afternoon, Davey and Mark. Strong squad out there. And Ken Webster has given us a prediction as well. And he is saying 2-1 to the Heat. But these games aren't necessarily about the results. It's about what can be done in the minutes on the legs against higher opposition. Of course, Sunderland, they'll be wanting to get themselves a little bit more established in the championship race this year. When you've got the new manager, Libris, who has come in. The Frenchman was at Laurent as manager, and he'll be looking to stamp his brand of football on Sunderland. And we'll be saying that. And of course, looking through the Sunderland team, of course, there's some notable names. You've got Jack Clark, there's Joe Bellingham. And, of course, Joe Bellingham made his debut for Sunderland against Gateshead last year. And we'll be able to see how much the young man has come on. Of course, his brother has been stealing the headlights in Euro 2024. Can he steal some of the headlines here this afternoon? Well, from a Gateshead perspective, let's not hope not. But let's hope Gateshead, with their new players, of course, there is quite a few signings in the side. Tiernan Brooks, goalkeeper who's arrived from Notts County on a permanent transfer. And then we look a little bit higher up the squad as Owen O'Senny, and he has arrived after leaving Derby County, of course, on the recommendation of Dejon Brown. who had such a magnificent time here at Gateshead on loan from Derby County. And then also as well, the man that was announced on Tuesday then scored a hat-trick in 40 minutes in the second half. And he'll be playing, starting here today, wearing number 11. That is Will McGowan. So Will McGowan will hopefully get to see what he's like. It's the first time I will have seen him play for Gateshead. I wasn't at the game on Tuesday night, sadly. So I'm looking forward to seeing quite a few of the new names here this afternoon. We've got Taylor Howie has put, nice to get a permanent goalie on the books. Yeah, so we just mentioned that as well. We've got Embrace the Vision. Hi, how are you all? Up the Heed 3-1 to Gateshead. Well, people are getting excited here. And we've got lovely Liv Walden, who I did give a wave to earlier on. She's long stand. She's put, so glad to be back home. And yes, we are. And, well, as I say, there is a break in the clouds. Dare I say, we might even get the little bit of blue sky here above Gateshead International Stadium. And we hope that it, as I say, because the pitch looks absolutely amazing. It is sprinkling in a little bit of rain at the moment, drizzling. But who knows, we might get that little break in the clouds, and it might actually feel like July. Wouldn't that be quite a novel idea for it to be summer in England? But, well, just having a look around, and great following on the far side. Of course, this is Sunderland's second game of the day. They were playing a midday kickoff at Sunderland, so they've South Shields, should I say. They have split their team into two, a mixture of first team and youth team players, or under 21s, as it were. And as I say, we are the second game here today. And hopefully Gateshead can put on a good display, because that's what we want. We want to see what we can get out of these trialists as well. They'll be wanting to make an impression. And remember, last year we had trialist 21 that was making all the headlines last year, and now turned out to be Conor McBride. Who will we find out today that could be coming into the Gateshead ranks this season? But joining me now on commentary is the man, the myth, the legend, Mark Curvers. How are you doing?
I'm good. Good to be back. Good to be back at the GIS. So the game against Hebden on Tuesday. Really good performance. Really some eye-catching displays. Obviously, Will McGowan taking the limelight with that hat-trick and assist in the second half. But yeah, plenty of promise. However, this, with all due respect to Hebden Town, who have a very exciting season ahead of them, this is an overwhelmingly stronger challenge line ahead of Gateshead today.
It really is. I mean, I mentioned before there just some names. Obviously, we've got Anthony Patterson there, great goalkeeper at the level. Go through the team and mention Joe Bellingham, who actually made his debut for Sunderland in this fixture last year. Say his brother's been stealing the headlines in Euro 24. But, I mean, another exciting player that's still being linked with moves.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few here that have been linked with moves elsewhere. Players like Jack Clark had a wonderful season last season. One of the key reasons why, why Sunderland, in recent seasons, I should say, why they have challenged for a playoff place 2 years ago and got in the playoffs. Yes, last season was a little bit underwhelming, I think everyone would say, but you never really have a positive season when there's managerial changes aplenty, as there was last season. But, new manager in charge now, Regis Lebrace, we can say got his time off to a positive start. When it's South Shields earlier on, looked to me a South Shields side with a bit more intent going forwards as well than what we saw last season. So it'll be interesting to see just how they cope with the Gateshead side that, of course, had a wonderful year last year, as we're about to see and celebrate.
Well, not only that, I mean, we talked about new manager. Gateshead have a permanent manager now, of course, not new, but newly confirmed, and Rob Elliott, who, of course, guided Gateshead to their first trophy at Wembley Stadium in the FA Trophy, which is about to be put on a plinth in front of the main stand here. But as I say, it took a little while to get it over the line, get it all confirmed, dot the I's and cross the T's, but I think it'd be very hard-pressed not to have given Rob the job after what he did from taking over from such a great manager in Mike Williamson before that.
Yeah, I mean, looking at it, there shouldn't have been any panic, and I don't think there was. It was just a case of priorities lay elsewhere, and that was something that Rob stressed to me on several occasions during chats I had with him on and off the record during the summer. It was always a case of, can we get other players tied down? Can we get players tied down? There was obviously the well-reported off-field situation as well. So it was really just a case of priorities were elsewhere. They were always going to sign deals.
Yeah.
I think there was never really any risk of it not happening. What a job. We shouldn't forget Carl Magny as well, obviously departed for MK Dons now. What a job he did. Louis Story now permanent assistant manager as well, or player assistant manager, we should say. So it's great to have some clarity moving forward. It's been a positive start to pre-season in terms of recruitment and result. So that needs to continue today.
Certainly does. And so we are waiting for the teams to come out from the tunnel here at Gateshead International Stadium. If you're just joining us, it is Gateshead versus Sunderland in a pre-season friendly, which has become a bit of a staple in recent years here at Gateshead International Stadium. Sunderland always turn up and make a great game of it. And a special mention to the Sunderland fans. Of course, they've had 2 games today, and it looks across on the far side like we might have a good 1,000 over there that have come for the second game here on Tyneside for this game. And just having a look about, if you haven't heard who the teams are, it is Anthony Patterson in goal, Timothy Pemberley, Luke O'Neill, G. Alice, and then we've got Dennis Kirk and Jay Matetetti. Is that how you say that one? Matet. There we go. We got it right. That's why Mark's here. Elliot Emberton, Jewson Bennett, Jack Clark, Joe Bellingham, and Nasri Rusin as the starting lineup. And for Gateshead, I'll quickly go through again before they come out as well. We've got Tiernan Brooks, the new goalkeeper who arrived on from Notts County, Robbie Tinkler, Kent Richardson, Joe Grayson, Luke Hannant, Tom Allen, Regan Booty, Greg Ollie, Callum Whelan, and then we've got the new signings in Owen Oseni and Will McGowan. They make up the starting lineup. And I was just talking through there before, of course, Owen Oseni mentioned in his first interview that he had spoke with, of course, Dejon Brown, who he was with at Derby, and he told him it was the place to be.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing, the one thing you learn in football, it's a very small community, and it's a very packed community, but a very small one where, good news and positive vibes spread quite quickly amongst players. Gateshead have got a reputation now as developing young players to, yes, they will move on into the Football League. You look at the likes of, Dejon's gone back to Derby, and I've got no doubt will be in around their first team, or will earn a loan move higher up the pyramid. You look this week, Macaulay Langstaff, of course, the big one, going to Millwall for a deal that Gateshead have benefited from through a sell-on clause. There's others we could name. Mamadou Job, we should pass on my regards to him after his injury as well, his ACL that he suffered, but he's gone back to Cambridge, a better player for what he did here. We could go on for ages with them. We could probably name a squad of them. So this is the reputation Gateshead have got now.
Wow. Gateshead are coming out. Greg Ollie places the FA Trophy down on the winner's plinth. And out they come in their new Patrick strips. Sunderland in their new Hummel strips as well. And we will be bringing you the full match commentary here from Gateshead International Stadium. Gateshead versus Sunderland. And just to add things to they haven't had the numbers that we thought they were, the squad numbers. They've went 1 to 11, old-fashioned style here. But there's a few of the players we can identify. I think Mark's got a better idea on who some of the names and numbers are. But all the Gateshead bench, and Rob Elliott comes out in front of the Tyne & Wear stand to a good round of applause. Of course, his first game officially as Gateshead manager, of course, interim last year when we won the FA Trophy down at Wembley. As Greg Ollie doing his captain duties as he always does, with a big smile on his face, brings the 2 mascots off the pitch, and they're going to walk over to a nice round of applause from the Tyne & Wear stand as well. But we are about to get underway. It is still drizzling, but we're all set. Football is back, and we're weeks away from the start of the season. August 10th, Ebbsfleet United here at Gateshead International Stadium for the National League's North. Well, sorry about that. I was trying to hear what the tannoy was there. It went a little bit quiet in the stand. I thought there was going to be a minute's silence for some reason. But yes, it's going to be an exciting season. And we'll see if Gateshead can continue what they built on last season. And who knows, if they get to the playoffs next year, they can maybe compete. But I think that's all in the past. Well, it looks as though Gateshead will be shooting towards the River Tyne. Sunderland towards the Felon end. And someone's asking, is that the chairman on the tannoy? No, it isn't. It's Paul Pendleton. Well, Oseni stands over the ball. And now Gateshead can now pass it around and get themselves moving into this start of pre-season at home as Tiernan Brooks plays it forward to Whelan. Brooks plays it over the top for Oseni. I'll tell you what, he's standing up well against there, but there was Patterson just on the edge of his area to come and gather that ball. But that was a good battle going on there, wasn't it?
Dave, I'm clearly out of practice. I just put my microphone down. I was just watching the game. Sorry. It's pre-season for us as well.
It is.
Yeah, positive start from Gateshead there. You've seen a sunny everything I saw at Heaven on Tuesday night was, the long ball over the top, but really comfortable for Anthony Patterson, a very accomplished championship goalkeeper these days.
Certainly is. And there has been a little bit of a rotation in numbers as well for the Gateshead's first team here. Regan Booty no longer wearing the number 3. He's wearing the number 8 shirt now at the moment. So I imagine these are the numbers that they will carry forward into the National League season.
Can I just throw something else in?
Yes, you can. Yes.
Anthony Patterson also became an ambassador for the FA Share Foundation during the summer.
Oh, fantastic.
Well, actually, last week.
Yeah. Oh, well, it's, there's links everywhere.
Obviously, the second best ambassador.
Of course, yes. I mean, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that you've got the best left foot from what I've seen on a football pitch between the two of you. But as Grayson plays the ball inside to Booty, Tinkler cross to Kent Richardson. Of course, Kent Richardson, the man of much speculation online.
All nonsense.
Yeah. Well, thankfully it was, but I mean, you wouldn't have been shocked if you had been moved to the Football League.
No, and a former Sunderland player as well, I should say, had a spell at Sunderland. That's a great ball, by the way.
Ball over there to... Oh, it just couldn't sit up there for Allen. Tom Allen, of course, looking to build on his momentum for the back end of the season. Played a pivotal part in the Wembley final. We'll not talk about his penalty, though. Didn't matter in the end, did it? Just drama added to as Oseni now tries to run to the ball, but loose ball picked up by Ollie. Nice little flick. Nodded down by McGowan and just rolls through to the keeper there. We've got David Lane listening in from Vienna with Martin up the heat.
That means nothing to me.
Oh, yeah, there we go. There's one for the kids. Google Ultravox. As a ball comes over and O'Neill brings the ball down, lays it off. And Pembley plays it forward. Sunderland pass the ball across the top. Whelan trying to put the pressure on. So does Oseni. Cleared out. And he picked the pass right through the middle there with the ball. Now Sunderland can build on this right-hand side, going for a crossfield ball, looking for the man on the far side. But there was Luke Hannon just to touch it back to Brooks.
Just from what I saw on Tuesday and what I've witnessed in the first, 5 minutes here, Tiernan Brooks clearly is a very much a goalkeeper, a Gateshead goalkeeper, isn't he?
Well, that's where I was asking people. That was the first thing I asked about the game that I missed on Tuesday was what was the keeper like, and everyone said just. I've actually had a couple of people compare him to Archie May with the feet.
It's a good comparison.
So, it's a big goalkeeper, of course, formerly with Notts County, dinks the ball over to this left-hand side as Allen chests it forward to Ollie, back, and the offside flag went up. But nice idea, creativity. Well, Sunderland rushed that one, and the ball's been picked up by Kent Richardson. Whelan now, if he looks for Hannon's there, but the ball dinged through. McGowan, it just skims off his chest away, and Pembele can play the ball back to Nian and cleared, but only as far as Ollie. Gateshead turned under pressure here. Out to the left-hand side. Allen plays it down there. Nice ball. Grayson pulls it back across, and Sunderland just managed to get past that out. They're only as far as Pembele, and Gateshead really turned the pressure, but that's good work from Bennett. And now he's still going, plays across the far side. Hannon's back covering. The Sunderland drive forward with the ball, edge of the box, goes for a shot, didn't go for power, went for placement. And Brooks had all the time in the world just to scoop that up.
Yeah, a bit of a warning there for for Gateshead. Really quick break. You can't give Jack Clark that sort of space on that left-hand side. The only surprise is that he hasn't really tested Brooks massively.
Well, see, Hannon was there to stick with them like glue, but they are moving the ball fast, Sunderland as well, on the far side. Turn the ball round. That's Bellingham, isn't it? On the number 10, who just seems to have kind of like a free roll, doesn't he, in midfield, as Bellingham now plays the ball through. Nice ball. Can he get the shot away inside the box? The Sunderland player takes down the dead ball line, pulls it back across, comes off Gateshead player, and it's
come back off him.
That's well, come back off. It's a goal kick to Gateshead.
We should say there is a really big link in the Gateshead side to Sunderland, which is Joe Grayson, who is the son of former Sunderland manager Simon Grayson.
Yeah, it was, and as I say,
he was at Wembley, by the way.
He was, yeah.
And he was in Box Park as well. And seemed to be having a very good time after the game.
He certainly did. Well, I don't know if you've seen the podcast this week. I did issue an apology to the good Mrs. Grayson because I swore in front of her, but the ball forward to Oseni, driving forward, and calmly played back to Patterson on the far side. And now Sunderland can try and build down their left as Bellingham takes a touch, plays it inside, and now comes across to the right-hand side as Pembele plays. Oh, his ball, not a great one. And Gateshead now get the ball moving. Ollie is on the edge of the box, goes for a shot. Keeper down to his right-hand side and saves it well. But Gateshead creating chances. 7 minutes gone at Gateshead International Stadium. Gateshead 0, Sunderland 0.
Lively start, though, isn't it?
It is. It's a really good start. It's been positive, and you can see the class of Sunderland, because when they move the ball, they move it very quick.
But this is a sort of test Gateshead need, and it's a sort of test, to be fair, it's a sort of test Sunderland need as well, because Gateshead are very much not your stereotypical non-league side that I think some people may have thought they would be. They will get the ball down, they will play it quick, they will pass and move. So it's a good test for Sunderland as well.
At the moment, it's played at a nice tempo for both sides as ball played across. And it is Elise there who played it forward. Can't see that shirt number on their far side. Still trying to get the shirt, names and numbers because we didn't have them before the game. But Sunderland hold the ball up. Tried to hold Ollie again with the interception. And now McGowan plays the ball forward looking for Oseni. Oseni left-hand side. Nice touch, nice feet. Sends O'Neill for the pies. He's driving forward, goes for the shot, pulls it wide. But lovely work and determination from Oseni. He had the Sunderland captain. And so he just watched him run away from him there after he muscled past.
Nutmegged him. Very impressive. Just dragged the shot. But again, positive from Gateshead. A few sloppy moments from Sunderland, but I think you almost expect that early on.
I think
this
is their first pre-season game, apart from the game although these players didn't play in that one. So it's effectively it's their first game.
What I was going to say just quickly is a lot of the lads on the bench are young lads who did play at South Shields in the last sort of
a little lack of communication there from as Embleton who puts the ball out for a throw to Gateshead halfway inside the Sunderland half to our left-hand side.
Some of them did come on at South Shields late on, so I dare say they'll get more game time.
Well, you look at these games, and obviously everyone plays pre-season in stages. Our stage is ramping up a little bit. We started with the Hebben, now it's on to the Sunderland. For them, we're their Hebben, so to speak. They're going to go and play higher ranked sides than us from, I'm guessing, Europe and around England. So, I
think they're off to Spain on Monday or Tuesday.
So it's a case of getting minutes in the legs for them, but they'll be wanting to see a little bit more as well. 100%. Of course, I suppose new manager as well to impress. As Kent Richardson plays it to McGowan, who laid it back to Booty. Booty playing a much more central, deeper role in the absence of Francis. The ball nearly got through to McGowan there. Ollie tried to leave it. As Tom Allen just couldn't get the foot on the ball. Jude Bellingham plays it off. Ollie could intercept, brings it forward, plays it. Whelan now, though, all inside the Sunderland box, still plays it across. Just couldn't get it to McGowan. And Pembele can now clear the ball down the line. But Gateshead will pick it up through Booty, and Booty goes for an audacious. He didn't. Tell you what, looked like you went for a shot for the top corner, but it just dipped towards Oseni. And Patterson did enough just to get it out the way. But now Clark driving down the left-hand side. He has to turn, play it inside to Bellingham. Bellingham just runs into two Gateshead players but gets through well.
Gateshead's energy has been fantastic in this first 10 minutes.
It really has. I mean, 9.5 minutes through the first half. Still 0-0 if you are just tuning in. Ball played out to the left-hand side. Now can Sunderland cross the ball in? They can, and Gateshead managed to deal with it. Nice touch from Whelan to get the ball away from danger, and Kent Richardson can start the build-up from the back. Gives it to Brooks. Tinkler. Back to Brooks, just on the edge of his area. Picks out McGowan in midfield. Booty's ball was just a little bit soft, but he does well to try and win it back. And Gateshead, well, ball's moving.
Well done, referee.
The referee, well,
played that advantage, then didn't.
Yeah. Gateshead a free kick just in the centre circle in their own half. Ball quickly taken out to this left-hand side. Tom Allen holds the ball up. He's got Pembele all over his back. Does very well to get it to Ollie. Grayson. It's all on the left-hand side. Comes more central to Tinkler. Kent Richardson in the centre circle.
I think that's going to be an interesting little battle down this left-hand side. Oh, the ball.
Lovely flick from Whelan. Puts it out to Hannon. Hannon looks up, puts it in there. No, Whelan snatches at it as a ball dropped in front of him, but it's a goal kick. Yeah,
interesting battle between Pembele and Tom Allen. We know what Tom Allen's pace is like. We know what he can do. So it's I'm looking forward to watching how that develops.
Yeah, they've stuck to each other like glue, haven't they? There's no yard given there. Now Pembele has the ball up against. Nice passing display from Sunderland, but gets it intercept, and now Senny drives forward. He's got Ollie as well with him. Plays it through to Ollie. Ollie, can he finish it? Oh, great save by Patterson. I think if Ollie had just dipped that over him, he might not have got near it, but Gateshead definitely creating the better of the chances at the moment as Brooks goes very long with that one. Brought down by LEC. Now Bellingham plays it back, and Sunderland can try and get themselves building again. Patterson has the ball, gives it to O'Neill. Pembele gets past Tom Allen, doesn't get past Joe Grayson, no, and now Allen can play the ball forward to Anisi, but he has to just hold it up, play it back to Ollie. Gets it calm.
Yeah, very calm on the ball. They're doing everything that is demanded of them at the moment.
Of course, for any of the Gateshead Persuasion listening in, Gateshead playing in their new Patrick Holmes shirt, which will be available soon. Of course, partners of the Heat Army podcast. Full disclosure, but Luke Hannon on the far side gets the ball back, can get there. Kirk and just gets in front of him and does very well and puts it out for a corner. But Luke Hannon looking sharp there. See, he hasn't been in the game much on the right-hand side, but all of a sudden he had his chance.
Yeah, really good positive play down the right-hand side. It's been taken quickly.
Well, Whelan. Now it's out with Hannon. Hannon gives it back to Grayson. Grayson goes for a pop and hits the legs in the box. It comes ricocheted out, and it's going to be, goes out for a Gateshead throw.
Smart from the UK, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's been impressed with all the Patrick kits so far. Of course, the two Wembley ones, which still feels weird saying. But yeah, ball out to Hannon here on the right-hand side. And, ball goes out for another throw to Gateshead, half inside the Sunderland half. And, 14 minutes gone, Mark. I've got to say, I'm very impressed with Gateshead's display, and that's not rose-tinted glasses. It's been a good start.
Yeah, I mean, it's always a difficult one pre-season. You try not to get carried away, and you really shouldn't, because it is effectively just a practice match. It's nothing's won or lost here. But it has been a
lovely
really
flick there from Ollie to Allen. Allen does well, hold his man off. Can he get the shot away? It's been just stolen off him. And Sunderland managed just to get it away, but only as far as the Gateshead shirt. Grayson gives it to Whelan. Whelan dinks it back to Grayson, and now Regan Booty looks to carry the ball forward, but plays it out to Ollie. Pembele just intercepted, and now Sunderland try and get on the break here as the ball played down the line. And See who that is. It's Bennett, but he runs into a Gateshead player and Gateshead back in possession.
Yeah, I mean, you're really looking for fitness and getting that team cohesion going in pre-season. Nothing matters in terms of results, but you can see little patterns coming here from Gateshead, and it's really positive.
Yeah, it's of course, it's, as I say, we mentioned. I know it's only Gateshead have only got one game on Sunderland, but they're at different points in their pre-season, schedule, and Gateshead looking to keep up the momentum from Tuesday night. As you say, you get nothing from the victory apart from minutes in the legs and hopefully tactics.
Yeah, that's 100% what it is. Even your first game really is just about fitness and getting into the old routine, getting the legs going again, and stepping up for what comes later in pre-season. But what we can say is in the 105 minutes that Gateshead have played a pre-season so far, it's been positive, which is great.
I mean, say Gateshead have obviously kept a massive core of last year's team, notably the back five, as it were. They've all played together, they're regimented, and the way Gateshead play, as we're seeing now, they're passing it around the back, players dropping deep to get involved. It's a good thing to, when you're saying the new players in, as the ball comes into the box, it's too deep though, and nobody really there's. It's going to be seen out for a throw in on the far side, but it sets the standard for players coming in, because the current Gateshead players know what their levels are.
I think if you look at the bench as well, there's players that will have a point to prove. Jimmy Bramwell coming on, who did, as I think someone's just said in the chat there, did very well at Hebburn. You got Aidan Rutledge as well, who spent a lot of last year way out on loan at Scarborough and Darlington. Fenton John, who's just been brought in from Middlesbrough. So, there are players with a point to prove coming on as well. But what we do tend to find I found this in the game at Sunderland earlier on, is that it does become disjointed second half because teams made that many changes.
Yeah, and it's as well. McGowan wins a free kick there. He looks to have slotted in rather well so far, Will McGowan.
Has a real opportunity to become a real fan's favourite here. Again, I know you say don't get carried away in pre-season, but when a player scores a hat-trick and gets an assist in the space of 25 minutes, it is very, very promising. I would still plead a bit of caution on Will.
Yeah. Say first full-time football as well. He's got to get him to that. We were not with Kane Adam last year, but McGowan turned in with a free kick, 25 yards out, 20 yards.
Dangerous, this.
Yeah, left-hand side of the D. I think Greg Ollie and Whelan might fancy this. I think Regan Booty might as well. He's striding with the ball in his hands.
That looks to me as if there's only one person taking this.
Yeah.
Further forward?
Yeah, was it?
Another 6 yards further forward?
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I think Regan Booty fancies this. We'll see if Captain takes the priority here, but we know both can hit a ball fantastic from a dead ball situation. Up to the back post and through, but Whelan picks it up, puts it back in. Lovely little flick from there you go. Senny pokes it home. The ball over actually came in from Grayson. He flicked it. I think it hit the crossbar, dropped down. There was a Senny. It took him 2 or 3 little attempts to take the little poke, but he got it home there. Patterson doesn't look the happiest with that one, but Gateshead take the lead here on 19 minutes. Gateshead 1, Sunderland 0.
One of the most bizarre goals you'll see. Lovely little ding in from Callum Whelan. I think Joe Grayson's just tried to get something on it. It's flicked and looped up, hit the bar, and Sonny tried his best not to score, but did in the end. But no, good to see him thereabouts. Second goal in 2 games as well in pre-season. And you can't say Gateshead don't deserve it.
Yeah, it's been a fine first pass. It is Gateshead 1, Sunderland 0. Oseni with an audacious 1-yard poke, but they all count.
Fairly certain similar happened last year, didn't Sunderland Gateshead went 2-0 up.
I think so, yeah. It's very similar to the
Newcastle.
Yeah.
Sad to see Gateshead on playing Newcastle this year, because it would have been a great occasion if it wasn't for the rain last year. But sad to see that isn't going to be a game. I know Middlesbrough are here on Wednesday week, isn't it?
Yeah. Which should be a fantastic test as well, because Michael Carricker's, he's building something there at Middlesbrough, but win the ball back on the ball to just slow it down as Sunderland race, get the pressure on, and just seem to go try and here Sunderland, but Kent Richardson forward, tries to take on one too many men, and Ollie gives away a free kick in the centre circle.
Kent Richardson just getting a bit carried away there, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think he's been watching too many Brazil videos from 1970. Going on a mazy run there, wasn't he?
I was going to say the rain. The rain stopped for those Sunderland fans in the roofless stand over there, but it doesn't. It's still raining.
Yeah, it's still drizzling, even though it's a bit brighter above us. But Kirkham plays it down the line to Clark. Clark plays it all the way back to Patterson. Just starting to hold their line a little bit higher up the pitch now, Sunderland. I think they're just trying to close down the midfield battle a little bit for Gateshead here, because they've been finding it just life a little bit easy against the Sunderland midfield, so they're trying to change it. But Pembele gets the ball here, right hand side. There's a runner in the middle, but Gateshead are back in numbers. Pembele carries the ball down to turn back, plays it across. There's a shot off from the edge of the area, and it's just absolutely skewed up from Nasri Russen's foot, or shin as it were. It just seemed to scoop up, didn't it? What's that? Yes, it keeps coming and going. So, are we having sound issues, everybody?
No, it's the actual coverage keeps dropping in now.
Whoops. Well, Senny driving forward his foul on the edge of the area. Sorry, just to build up there. Had a microphone trouble there. But free kick to Gateshead on the right-hand side of the box, right near the corner of the box.
Looks like he's going to be quite a find, doesn't he?
It looks like he can find space, and he's got speed to go with it, hasn't he? And
it kind of reminds me a little bit of the lad he's replaced in this team.
Yeah, he's
not necessarily the cleanest on the ball, but part of his game I think will improve.
Just as he.
Yeah, very much in the mould of Dijon Brown.
Regan Booty stands over this one. He's going to whip it in, left-footed.
I'll tell you what the ball here is Greg Ollie. It was just on the edge of the box on his own.
Well, in it comes, and it's headed clear. Ollie. There's a foul there, though. Tom Allen was just holding the Sunderland player.
I think it's Rusin. We're going to have major issues second half for the Sunderland side.
Yeah, we really are. For any Sunderland fans, we have not got any squad numbers or names on the back of the shirts to decipher who some of these players are, but we'll give it as best as we can. More in midfield. Nearly got through to Tom Allen, little flick. But O'Neill plays it back and putting there's a ball out there to Kirk can bring the ball forward. He's driving with it. Booty comes over. He still goes Kirk free kick to England, halfway inside the Gateshead half. Maybe a little bit closer to the centre circle, actually. But Bellingham gets the ball back. There was a runner through the centre, but he didn't see it. And at the moment, Gateshead themselves having quite a high line. It's Sunderland looking to try and build and probe. As the ball comes across to Bennett. Bennett, nice first touch, brings it inside, and now he's got options. Pembele up against Grayson, comes off the 5, Grayson, and to corner to Sunderland.
You seen Costa Ricans play at the International Stadium?
I haven't, no. It's lads from Gateshead, really, isn't it? having terrible mic trouble
We're
here.
getting all this out pre-season.
Yeah, that's what it is. As the ball comes in, it's a deep one from Sunderland, very deep. Gateshead, was he fouled there? The referee says no, it's another corner. I think it was it Grayson that managed to head that away? Yeah. He had a little word with the referee there. He thought he was pulled, but the corner's been taken a little bit too quickly. It was Senny there on defensive duties, launches the ball up towards hot travelling Sunderland fans on the far side.
Can we say the travel?
Oh, they had to travel to get here, didn't they?
Well, everyone did that.
Yeah.
Unless someone lives here.
Yeah, I mean, there was just as if anyone's new listening to the our commentary service, last season I did have a full pour on my cricket knowledge, and apparently the West Indies are at Lords at the moment, and they did bring on a spin bowler. But
every team has a spin bowler; they're just not famed for it.
Oh, well, there we go. I thought I'd pulled myself out the cloth.
No, I'm putting you right back in there. It's new to listening. By the way, we do talk a lot of rubbish as well.
We're not a married couple. As McGowan just plays the ball back to Kenton Richardson. Kenton looks for a runner there. Absolutely. Apologies about that. Haven't got a clue what's going on. That microphone. But yeah, I'll say Senny's been very on the shoulder of the both defenders, and of course he's playing up there as a single, as a lone number 9 as well. Yes, he's got the support of McGowan and Ollie, but he's doing a lot of work up there.
And I think what we've seen is obviously on Tuesday.
Oh, a lovely ball out to Pembele on this right hand. He looks up, puts the cross in, goes along the grass, and the player goes down. It's a penalty to Sunderland as Rusin goes down. He's still down, holding his ankle. He went between two players there. Nothing malicious in it, just contact enough for him to go down.
Is it Regan Booty? I think.
Yeah. Apparently, someone's saying it's the internet connection that's bad, not the mic. But we've had a couple of bits of mic trouble as well. So apologies for connection there, but it is going to be
Jack Clark.
Jack Clark is going to be the man up against Brooks. Side is of the net, and it is a level game. 28 minutes gone. Gateshead 1, Sunderland 1.
Yeah, just a little bit of sloppy play from Gateshead there. Just switched off on the on this left-hand side. Allowed Pembale in. The challenge wasn't the greatest. It was just a little bit clumsy. Gateshead just got to go again. It's been largely positive.
Really has. As Ollie plays the ball back to Tinkler. As an extra sweeper there, wasn't he? To give the defense another option. He just carries the ball. He's under pressure to turn. Can find Brooks.
Recovered from lying on the floor for 2 minutes.
Yes, he's all nine Whelan to Rich. Whelan gets the ball from Hannant. Definitely seen a definite up in tempo here from 100%. Sunderland. As soon as Gateshead get on the ball, they just start to close down very quickly. There's McGowan.
Brilliant.
Laid it off now. Played forward from Grayson to Whelan. Whelan gives it to Allen. Nice touch on the got away. Defender gets a foot out in front of it. Just seemed to hesitate before he swung at that one. Tom Allen. As we say, the Sunderland defenders are stepping it up a little bit as well.
He maybe should have got that shot away a little bit earlier. Maybe the first touch just got caught under his foot. But again, I mean, that was a lovely incisive move from Gateshead. They've cut through Sunderland's in the defence really quickly there with two wonderful passes. And
Whelan being forward on the break there out of nowhere. He posted into that space. But Gateshead with the ball. Richardson.
I mean, on Tuesday from Newcastle, just saying, you look, obviously Ed Francis has gone now. You'd probably argue this is now an even bigger season for. That's a great knock for Wigan Booty.
Well, Gateshead, good stuff from Aseni. He gets the ball to McGowan. McGowan looks up. He's got Tom Allen. He's got a man on his back. He needs to be careful. Lovely ball through. O'Neill with a crucial interception because McGowan would have been one-on-one. And, the pass and the movement is been very slick.
Yeah, just finish off. It was going to be season went on last year. Yeah, he got better and better and better. His best performance of the club for me was the trophy final. So I think you're looking at him really stepping up now and filling that gap that's been left by Ed Francis. He does seem to play in that deep line playmaker role, isn't he?
Definitely seems to be in that role. But that was one of the things. Ball goes out for a Gateshead throw on the far side. But Gateshead had an embarrassment of riches in midfield last year, and still do to a massive extent here. And because, of course, in the stand along from us was still yet another player that can be heavily involved.
Who was excellent on Tuesday at Heaven. He had a really good game.
Well, a little flick. There's Robbie Tinkler. Was he fouled? Referee says no, and the ball forward now, and it is Rusin who holds the ball up, and not
once did he get his head up there. Yeah. Because Jack Clark is absolutely unmarked left-hand side. Really naive from Rusin.
Yeah, well, Grayson just clipped him. I'd seen a shirt pull, actually. But it's a free kick. It's out of the box. I'm gonna delivery.
Chance Tom Allen's 10 yards there, by the way.
No, he's
probably about 6. He's about 6 yards.
Yeah.
Great ball.
It's a ball in there, right towards the back post. Just nobody there to make a connection with it. Very dangerous one. Both Sunderland and Gateshead players throwing themselves at it. And, this as well.
Yeah, very much. And that's what you want from these. You don't want to turn up and hammer aside, or you don't want to turn up and get hammered. You want to have a good test. You want to, test everything, your tactical fitness. And Gateshead are getting that at the moment. And I dare say Sunderland are too, by the way.
Well, at the moment, Sunderland are in possession. And I don't know if that's with the broadcast. Sorry if there has been any audio dropouts. Stream dropouts, but the ball comes across to O'Neill, who keeps the ball moving forward out to this right-hand side. Bennett up against Clark, and out against Allen, and Allen just pokes it out, throw it to Sunderland. As now, handball there, was it? Looked like it. What a battle that's going on with Pembele and Allen, but at the moment now, Sunderland bringing the ball. Joe Grayson was there just to mop up, but Sunderland high up the pitch, camped out in the Gateshead half at the moment. Now Clark, he has Bellingham on the inside. He tries to open up against Hannon, cuts inside with the ball, lays it off, but he laid it into the feet of Whelan, and Gateshead can just pass out in the zonal here just to try and get themselves out of trouble. It's on the dead ball line with Hannon at the moment. Plays it down the line, looking for Oseni, but at least he's there. Puts it out for a throw.
When you're playing against high-level opposition, particularly a team in the Championship, it's always easy to go for the easy option, and just when you've got that ball and you're under pressure, just to lump it and just get rid. But Gateshead have done brilliantly there just to work that out of that area, because they were under severe pressure. Sunderland playing with a really high press.
Well, Brooks, who I don't know if he's had a fresh tattoo or not, but he's got a big bandage on that arm. But the ball out to Kent Richardson wasn't great as it was for a throw to Sunderland in front of our fans. Brighter plays it back So you see O'Neill saying he wants the tempo up there. He's telling everybody. There's good work from Oseni, and he's not happy, the captain there for Sunderland. He wants the work rate around him to be a little bit more on the front foot. Ball, Clark was running then. I don't think anyone's seen it. Nice bit of pass in here from Sunderland as Bennett plays it in, and
really good from Gateshead. Really good press there.
Made Sunderland play the ball backwards, but now they can bring the ball forwards as Clark has the ball now. Inside to Bellingham forward.
It's just a few little sloppy moments like that from Sunderland. Just passes. Just getting back into that routine again.
Yeah. He wasn't the best. Enough to get back.
Really good half, Joe Grayson, I think.
Yeah, like he hasn't been away from the football pitch, just like he was when we left at Wembley. Didn't put a foot wrong. So O'Neill plays it back to Patterson. Patterson back to O'Neill. Gets it, try to hunt and win the ball back as Booty holds up against Bellingham, but some do move the ball very well. Keep continuing the passing motion. Kirkin to O'Neill. It looks like there's been a little, I don't know if it's a temporary switch in defence here, but O'Neill's went to the left-hand side of defence as Grayson judged to have fouled Bennett. Back underway. O'Neill. No, must have just been a temporary switch there for cover and position. Kirkin gives it to Clark. Clark can now try and open against Hannant. He's driving with the ball, cuts inside. Good foot from Kent Richardson, but it falls to Bellingham. Bellingham plays it across, and he couldn't turn there. Was that Bennett? Yeah, Bennett. Yeah, since the equalizer from the penalty spot for Sunderland, it's become more of a 50-50 game, hasn't it? There's definitely more of a competitive edge.
Oh, 100%, yeah. And you kind of expected that. There was always going to be a reaction. I'm probably working this out here, man.
As McGowan, hand and belly. O'Neill under pressure from Oseni, has to play it back, and Ollie tries to put the pressure on Patterson as well. Pumps the ball up, and anywhere will do, and out it goes. And just for a second there, I thought we were going to see a ball actually leave the ground.
Someone got retrieved from the time.
We're back underway, of course. As
multi-balls allowed, isn't it?
Yeah.
But thankfully the game on.
Ball across to Allen in space, brings the ball down, but he's got two players marking and manages to go to Grayson. Grayson inside to Ollie. Now McGowan has it in the edge of the area. Can he? He drives with it, takes it down, lays it off to Grayson. Grayson back across to Whelan. Whelan couldn't get the shot away. Well, he did, but it went to Sunderland play. Gated still with a player. Kent Richardson going one. Regan Booty gets in there. Can he get the second tackle? No. And now edge of the area, lays it across. And now can he get the shot off Rusin? Rusin gets a shot. Straight into Brooks. And really well. Should have done a lot better there. Sunderland put the decision.
It was a mile off it. We're behind here, but you can see what Tinker's done. He stepped up as soon as the ball.
Yeah, well, there, but Rusin couldn't get the ball in the back of the net. Good display from Brooks. Well, it wasn't a football match without a bit of controversy from the referee lines, but it's pre-season, and let's not forget.
No, let's forget.
Ball up the top for
It's over now.
Oseni. Oh, Nian just timed that beautifully, but the ball falls to Gateshead. Ball across now. Allen, his touch just let him down, but he got it back to Whelan. Whelan now needs some support, gets it out to Allen. Allen up against Pembele. Oh, that's a shirt pull, wasn't it? Well, it's a throw in. And, well, who said it was a friendly? It's a bit tenacious out there as Whelan pulls the ball back across, put too much on it. But I tell you what, Hannon will be able to get there and keep it in toward the...
Booty.
Richardson gives it to Booty. Backflip. Oh, just didn't have enough on it, but Patterson out and claimed that one. It's quickly underway as Bellingham carries the ball over the halfway line. Left hand side, he's got Clark on his left. And he's got Russin in the middle, but the ball through the centre, and lovely cover and tackle from Robbie Tinkler and put that out there. And I say Mick Scully's just tuning in. He's saying how we're playing. Very well at the moment. The score is 1-1 if you're just joining us. 41 minutes gone here at Gateshead International Stadium. Oseni from half a yard with the third attempt.
I think that's generous.
Put it in the back of the net, and we had a penalty from Clark later in the second half. First half, sorry. Last stage of the first half, should I say, as Embleton gets the ball back.
I feel a bit discombobulated, don't you, this 5 o'clock kickoff?
Yeah, it's poor signal, I think, as well at times. But lovely cross in there from Sunderland into the box. It's been cleared, though. Not fully brought down by Kirkin, who managed to get it to a teammate, and Royston Chase certainly wins the header, tries to chase the ball down.
Referee, really good referee.
That's good referee, and Oseni was being pulled, and
you can see from the minute the ball went in the air, he was holding
strong though.
Yeah,
strong.
really strong.
Yeah, it's nice to see a player, both sets of players playing the whistle there. You know, you could have seen Oseni go down, you could have seen the other player go down. Performance from both players as Allen plays it inside to McGowan. Grayson to Tinkler. And now Kent Richardson has a few yards in front of him to pass it forward to
poor pass out
to McGowan, who's intercepted from behind as Bennett drives forward the ball, tries to overdrake it forward onto the dead ball. Lovely defending from Joe. And Bennett just had to run out the ball out of play.
I always think with games like, it's kind of two games and probably 45 of two nearest choice. They'll get trial coming on for Gateshead's point of view, and it'll become a bit disjointed. So you kind of have to look at both halves in isolation in some way.
I think you've got to look at the battles across the park.
Yeah.
We've looked at the defensive side. So that's promising. And then midfield has been very busy and industrious.
What a ping that is.
Lovely ball over to Allen. The left-hand side, can he get it into the box? He pulls it back across. Oh, goal! Was Oseni? Oseni got the touch, sorry. He come in at the back post in a cover. A Sunderland defender ended up in the back of the net. But the ball across to Allen was lovely. He carried it forward calmly, pulled it across, and there was Oseni to poke it home. And Gateshead take the lead again here, 2-1.
All because of that pass from Kenton Richardson. Absolutely brilliant pass. Arced it out to Tom Allen. I will give Tom Allen credit here because it was a brilliant first touch.
You could have forgiven Tom Allen for being you could have been a bit ruthless there himself in front of goal. But
I think selfish is the word you're looking for. But he's picked out a Oseni far post, and it's just such a good goal. A typical Gateshead goal, I'll call that.
Yeah, well, Gateshead with 40 seconds remaining of normal time in the first half are leading 2-1 as Bellingham plays the ball back. Lacey under pressure, gives it back to Patterson. And we're just on see Matty played across to O'Neill. Pembele under pressure. Gateshead trying to turn the screw here as Ollie. Oh, and there's an elbow there from Embleton into the head of Ollie there.
I'm not sure it was an elbow, but
what was that?
I think he's maybe.
I think he's lent into shove, and it's caught with the.
But I think what I would say is he's seen frustration there.
Yeah, well, it's out.
Oh. He's gone up a energy and fitness.
Definitely. I mean, we're looking at the, as you say, comfortable in that role because we've been playing in a number of divisions. Quieter, went a bit more wide than it has through the centre, but yeah.
Can't hear you now.
As Regan Booty stands over the ball, going to cross it into the box.
Oh,
and says, it's a dangerous one. Oh, tell you what, that was a good clearance. That, and there is the half-time whistle. Gateshead with a fantastic first half display. They've showed a lot of grit, determination, and skill. Sunderland as well, having just been here to get minutes in the legs. It has been a competitive game. And Gateshead, you would say worthy of the 2-1 lead half-time. But it is pre-season, and Mark, as pre-season game,
thought it was kind of a how would I put this? A half of Gateshead started 15 minutes. Sunderland had a really good 10-15 minute spell, and then Gateshead sort of took control again. And Anthony Sweeney will be absolutely over the moon with what we've seen from the players in terms of how they've set up. And so many positives for Gateshead today from that 45 minutes. From Sunderland's point of view, little deficiencies they need to work on, but in training, just over a week now,
and
it's too early.
And a new manager who wants to find out what players can see things. As you see, you can't read, but from our perspective, from today, of course, it's encouraging because let's not forget these are championship players. Gateshead have had a good first half against, and we can't take anything away from that.
The one thing I'd be interested to see now, and I think what you'll probably see, is I wouldn't be shocked if Gateshead make numerous changes at half time, but Sunderland stay as they are, or pretty much as they are. Because I think the manager will want to give these players an hour. It's kind of what happened at South Shields earlier today when I was there. So don't be shocked if Gateshead are, very different side second half, whereas Sunderland stay the same for at least a period of it.
Quite possibly, but we'll soon see. Of course, there's an abundance of. Thank you. Is it still breaking up? Can you sort out the internet connection during half time? Well, I can do as best as I can, but as I said, we aren't doing anything different to any other broadcast. So I wonder if it could be weather related. So apologies to everybody for that thus far. But we're just going to do a little bit of housekeeping though. Say thank you to our sponsors, Northern Print Solutions. Of course, they've been sponsoring us, whether we were broadcasting on StreamYard or on YouTube for the last 10 years. And we'd like to say a big thank you to them, and also to our partners at Brick. Of course, they make the match day strips and everything else at Gateshead. And the new strip has been on display here today, and it will be available in the club shop very, very soon. So keep able to purchase in the shop or at the club shop on a match day. So we'll hopefully be getting a glimpse of the away shirt soon as well, because that will be round the corner. But as it stands here at Gateshead International Stadium, it is Gateshead 2, Sunderland 1 at half-time. We're sending with both goals, two different types of goals, but they all count. And Sunderland from the penalty spot after, I think it was Royson who was fouled in the box. Well, on that note, we are just going to go a little bit radio silent here for half-time and see if we can sort out this internet connection. And see if we can get any improvements. So we will be back very, very shortly. Hello there. Just doing an audio check here to see if the connection is all right. If any listeners could let us know if we are coming through loud and clear, that would be absolutely fantastic. We're having a little bit of trouble for some reason with internet connection here today. We've tried to change it up, what is happening, and hopefully we'll have a little bit more luck here in the second half. But for whatever reason, we're not broadcasting any other different way, but we are having some absolute nightmares with the sound, and someone's saying that is way better. Well, hopefully it stays that way, and we can continue the broadcast. So once again, apologies. We've never normally had trouble with like this before, and we'll be hoping what's going to happen here. So apparently someone says it keeps echoing, then dropping out for a couple of seconds, then coming back. Well, that must be internet connection, but hopefully we have that sorted for the second half. And yeah, a little bit disappointing, but hopefully that'll be all right. We'll come back in about 5 minutes when the teams come out for the second half. Well, you're joining us back here at Gateshead International. We're waiting to come out for the second half, and hopefully we won't have any internet issues here. The only thing I can think that might be affecting the internet is the other broadcast that is going on for Sunderland's live stream of the game. There is a lot of radio signals bouncing around here at the moment, and that could be something that is affecting the Wi-Fi. But hopefully we are coming through loud and clear. Gateshead have quite a few players warming up, not as an intense as warm-up as it was for Sunderland players. So does that say that Gateshead are not going to make that many changes at half-time? Who knows? But we'll let you know as soon as we know. It is starting to come down a little bit heavier, even though it is brighter above us here on Tyneside. But the score, if you are just joining us, is Gateshead 1, Gateshead 2, Sunderland 1 in this pre-season encounter here. It's July, but it feels more like like a March afternoon. It isn't exactly the nicest summer weather here at the moment. But Anthony Sweeney makes his way back out to the bench from the Gateshead changing room, and we'll see how many changes are afoot here in the second half. Of course, there is a trial goalkeeper and a trial left back, and I think a trial striker that we might see as well here for Gateshead. So the trialist family once again knocking out a lot of footballers in their family, and they might even get a goal today. Who knows? That pesky trialist. But we are waiting for players now to come back out for the second half. And we'll say once again, if anyone could let us know if the sound is better, hopefully we aren't echoing or dropping out. And I'll say pre-season, there's a few ghosts in the system for us, but we do apologise. We hope you're enjoying it apart from that. But Greg Ollie leads the team back out. Can't see any changes as of yet from Gateshead. As the players are coming out. Yeah, no changes yet from Gateshead. Well, we'll wait Sunderland to come back out and a few other Gateshead players as Luke Hannant comes out now onto the pitch. Well, we always do feel sorry for the away support on the far side when it rains here at Gateshead Stadium. It is not the best place to be in the rain. But hopefully that does lighten off. But Gateshead looks like they're unchanged here for the start of the second half. We're still awaiting Sunderland to come out here for the second half. Alan Guest is, but this might, I don't know, Mark might be able to do this, but I think I might know the answer. But Alan Guest put, coming over okay now. Incidentally, why can't trialists' names be mentioned? I think it's because they're trying to keep them around. Is it not?
Sorry. Yeah, basically, it's nothing to do with any legal or regulations or anything like that. It's purely so that clubs can try and keep them under wraps. So,
yeah.
Because if you put them down on a team sheet as an incorrect name or you can get fine for it, you could get them for it. So.
All right. So there we go. So you wouldn't think those rules in place. But Sunderland back out here for the second half. Lovely warm reception from the Tynemere stand, but it doesn't look like there's any change. Oh, there is one change. Number 21 is coming on. We haven't a clue who that is. But number 21 is on. That looks like the own change for Sunderland here. It looks like... trying to see who's missing. I think... Jay Metet is... has not come back out for the second half here for Sunderland. So, apologies, we don't know who it is that's come on. I think it might be Pierre Equa, but I can't confirm that as of yet. Well, Sunderland going to get us away second half, shooting towards the River Tyne, and Gateshead will be shooting towards the Felling end. And if it's anything like the first half, it's going to be an enjoyable game of football. Now, back underway. Hennessy gets it to Bellingham. Bellingham takes the touch and plays it back to Patterson. Bellingham across to O'Neill. Gateshead trying to close down as well here in the early stages. Ball goes back to Patterson. He's now carried forward. Bellingham plays it back to Patterson. O'Neill shouting to his teammates to get into space as Pembele plays it back, and now with Patterson again.
I should probably put your hands up and say I was completely, those subs.
Yeah, we thought there was going to be mass changes. I did hazard a guess when we do the half-time period when the game subs weren't going through an intense warm-up. I thought we weren't going to see any straight away, but at the moment, let's hope it keeps on going like this. But apparently the sound is a lot better here in the second half, so we can only apologise, but that was...
Maybe we should apologise that people can hear us.
Yes, that's when the real grief will start. As Hannant plays the ball into the centre, there's just too much on that one. And now Sunderland can try and bring the ball forward. Bennett dispossessed. Out to Allen. Allen sees the run of Ollie, but O'Neill's there just to stop that ball dead, and Bellingham can pass it to Pembele.
Again, you're seeing it again, Gateshead's work rate, the intensity, it's all there in the early stages of the half.
Oseni holds the ball up well. He's got 2-3 players around him, and dispossessed by Bellingham. Bellingham does very well, but Ollie, got the ball, but Bellingham has won a free kick for a shirt pull. I
think he might have caught him in a private area.
Something was pulled. Those shorts look like 80s shorts.
And it wasn't his hamstring.
It certainly wasn't. And someone's put, look to your left. No. So I don't know. It's both time. So I don't know who both time is, but we looked, we couldn't see. As Kirkin tried to play it to Clark. Clark was just dead on his feet there. He wasn't on his toes, was he?
There's been too much of that.
Yeah.
From Sunderland's point of view.
Kent Richardson will take this throw. Kent Richardson under pressure from Clark. Down the line, Kirkin intercepts. Gets it to O'Neill, the centre of the pitch. He can carry the ball over towards the right-hand side. And the ball played forward. Oh, it's not, so it's come back. I watched the player run forward there. He's now Sunderland just trying to get on the ball a bit more now. Right, so Sirkin and so that's he's been changed.
It's pronounced Sirkin.
Oh, Sirkin, sorry, pronounced Sirkin. I was in Kirkin. Apologies there to the Sirkin family. It's the first one of the season. There'll be many more.
If that gets there, that's an unbelievable pass.
Hannon brings it down right-hand side. He's got a runner in the middle. He's still going. A nice tackle there from Sirkin, and gets the ball back though. Whelan's drifted out to this right-hand side. Plays it back to Kent Richardson. Little flick from McGowan. Gets it back. McGowan from Hannant. In the centre of the pitch at the moment. Gateshead camped out here in the Sunderland half. Gets it out to Whelan, right-hand side. Back to Kenton.
Just no panic. No panic.
Joe Grayson instantly gets his head up as soon as the ball comes to his feet. He's looking for the runner, looking for space, but it's back with Kent Richardson. Robbie Ting back to Grayson. Grayson for the lovely little touch, and McGowan gives it to Booty. Booty out to Allen. Allen inside to McGowan. McGowan gives it to Wheeler. Wheeler looks up, gets the ball out to Hannon. Good feet from Gateshead. Oh, the ball just took away from McGowan's feet there. Look, he was just going to step onto it. And at the moment, Sunderland want to work to get this ball clear as Bennett plays it forward, but only as far as... Oh, it looked like it was going to fall to a Gateshead shirt. And now Sunderland can try and change gears here as the ball's brought forward. As Rusin plays it back to Bellingham. Bellingham out to Clark on the left-hand side. Tries to open up against Kent Richardson, gets past him, he's into space down towards the dead ball line, takes it down there, pulls it back across. Way too much on it, but Bennett's there, brings it down, stops it dead, goes for a curling shot, comes deflected out to Bellingham. Bellingham brings it down, good tackle. But as I say, they're keeping the ball at the moment. Sirkin inside to Clark. I think that's Equa that might have on Perry Equa, number 21. One that confirmed yet. Lovely little flick there, looking for the run of Embleton, but the ball seen by Kenton Richardson. And a little bit dejected there, Embleton, on that one there. You could see the body language was clear to see.
Yeah, back at Sunderland after a loan spell and a few injuries as well. At one point, looked as if he was going to be a real. He still is a very talented footballer, by the way, but looked as if he was going to be a real key player at Sunderland, but just hasn't quite happened for him.
Ball flick through Gowan to Oseni. Oseni having a good battle with O'Neill there, as he has done with Feliciano O'Neill throughout this game.
I just think Milton could be one of those ones that maybe just needs to move away to refresh his career and get going again. It's a full-on training session going on behind the goal out with Gateshead.
Yeah, Gateshead's substitutes going through an intense workout.
That's a great cross,
There's just nobody there in the middle. I mean, Gateshead just managed to pass it back and around. And Booty just a little bit too heavy there to pass to Grayson out. It goes for a throw on the far side. And this is where Sunderland need to capitalise and try and get the ball into the box, because they're showing they've got the deliveries.
Yeah, I agree, absolutely. I think it's something that Sunderland maybe haven't done as well as it could when Gateshead have had sloppy moments. They haven't capitalised at all. But then again, there have been very few sloppy moments from Gateshead.
Louis Story's been working with the substitutes there in the intense warm-up, so I think we might see substitutions in the next 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, that's a great
players. It was Clark, drive through into the centre, still going. Ollie tries to get there, does enough to disrupt, but it falls back to Pembele. Embleton puts it out on the far side, and is it Russon? No, it's Bennett on the far side there. Now comes the delivery, and it's a dangerous one. And he nods it down, and Gateshead managed to scramble it clear. Sunderland players just weren't there in the right place to pounce on it, but Senny does very well there, but just one too many red and white shirts to try and get past.
It's a crap, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like he's awkward to play against, and I love strikers like that.
Certainly hasn't shirked away from the challenge.
He's not named on the bench, but I've got a feeling Louis Story might be coming on here.
Possibly. He had trainers on, though, there when he was running down the lane. Maybe unless he's going to change down there, but... or if he's feeling extra athletic and he doesn't fancy wearing studs today, have to be on his tools in this.
Jokes aside, I think he's actually still recovering from that injury at Wembley.
Yeah, he had the broken
foot.
Yeah, so I have to see. But it's we are 53 minutes in, and Gateshead are leading 2-1 here against Sunderland, which, no matter what the result ends, obviously we're going to see a lot of changes here, but Gateshead giving a great account of themselves. And, on the other side, minutes in the legs for Sunderland, and it'll be food for thought as well. There's a ball, lovely passing display from Gateshead as Kent Richardson carries the ball, just tries to get past inside there.
He should have played it, Had two runners, McGowan and Asima, great runs.
Well, ball played out by Sunderland, throw in just near the Gateshead dugout. At least he did very well to get back there as well, though he did enough to put him off there, didn't he? Whelan. Nearly got past in a trailing leg on Bellingham there. Sorry, that isn't Bellingham. It's we think it's Equa.
Yeah, it is.
It is Equa. Yeah. We've seen Joe Bellingham last year. He was 17 when he played against us. He looks like he's definitely grown to not that he wasn't last year, but
a carving copy of his brother in terms of shape and God, if he goes on to be half the player that he is, he's going to be special. Has been linked with a move away from Sunderland. Crystal Palace have been mentioned, but you would think unless there is a sizable offer comes in, Sunderland will want to retain him.
Without a doubt. So he scored quite a few important goals last year. There's ball from Booty over the top for Ollie. Got into space, but O'Neill comes over to do enough, but he got the ball back to Allen. Allen, if he looks up, Hannon's on this far side, but he's went for a cheeky one and just skimmed past the post and out. And we are starting to see a few Gateshead players stripped and ready to go. I think Aidan Rutledge is one of them, but we'll confirm that shortly. And, round of substitutions here in pre-season.
Fenton John, I think.
It does, and as Mark said, this can the flow of the game from here on in. But Sunderland now driving forward. Bennett on the right-hand side comes up against Grayson. Grayson holds the ball, put it back across there, and Sirkin. Oh, he nearly got the volley off there, but go behind for a corner. The block was there. And Bennett, we're just starting to see that speed that he's got there, the acceleration and the delivery.
Yeah, I mean, again, another one talented player, just hasn't quite happened for him over the last 12 months. Being out low.
In comes the delivery. Headed clear by Gateshead as Allen taps it on for a sec, just a little bit too much on it. It is a slick surface out there. The pitch is looking absolutely fantastic considering rugby's being played on it as well here now at Gateshead International Stadium. But very slick out there. Second. Clark just dropping deep, starting to go a little bit more central to get involved, isn't he? At the moment. On the far side. Eckworth plays it inside to Alisi. If he looks up, he's got the runner there, but he gives it to Bellingham, played it back. Now the ball comes out to Clark and to Sirkin. It was just a little bit too much on it for him, but he did control it well. Just on the shoulder there, Senny, isn't he? He's always working.
His work, it's very good.
Ball to the right-hand side.
Unbelievable pass.
Pembele, can he get across in there? He's got runners in the box. Grayson sticking to him like glue. Ball in wasn't the greatest, and Booty can just scoop that one forward, but didn't pick out a white shirt. And now, well intercepted by Allen, and now Gates is on the attack. He's got a Senny in front of him. They're just about to get in front. And
great tackle.
But he's still got it. Allen now pulls it back.
Tom
gets it up to Ollie. Gateshead still in possession with men forward.
Interesting. Ball back.
Well, Allen now, the offside flag comes up and he's come back for that one. But would this be where we're going to see the substitutions?
You kind of hope it's not a Senny, don't you? Because
I'd like to see more.
Yeah, and the fact he's on a hat trick, you kind of like to see him get a chance to go and get it. And that's only friendly and stuff, but what an introduction it would be for him staying on front of Gateshead fans for the first time if he was to get that hat trick. Mm-hmm. I think he probably will come off. I think Rutledge will go off top pro.
Yeah, it does look like it's going to be three players. I think Ollie Thompson is one of them in Fenton. Fenton John as the ball played forward now. Sunderland Fosse Kent. Robbie Tinkler just ghosted over there. Marshalled his body in front of it and gets the goal kick. That's how you do it.
So I'd imagine Ollie Thompson will probably put Allen.
Or maybe McGowan.
That could be McGowan.
But we're going to have Fenton John come on, Ollie Thompson and in Rutledge. And it is Osani that makes way.
It's not Fenton John.
Is it not Fenton John?
No, it's one of the trialists.
It's a trialist. Sorry, trialists. Fenton John's 21. So we've got trialist number 3 coming on. Aidan Rutledge comes off.
Joe Grayson coming off.
So Joe Grayson and Tom Allen. So there we go. Looks like it's all like for like. They'll all swap into those positions.
Good hour for Joe Grayson.
It wasn't like he had a quiet game, was it? He was very much involved. Teenan Brooks puts this one out to Aidan Rutledge.
He's not off.
Nice control, brings the ball down well.
Well done.
Loving the all black boots from Aidan Rutledge as well. He's keeping it old school as the ball goes back to Brooks. Booty turns Bellingham, beautiful, and lays it off. And Ollie's ball wasn't the greatest, and it'll scoot all the way back now from Alisi to Patterson. Ian brings it forward, and good work from Aidan Rutledge. He's trying to carry on from where unless he's left off, but just had that arm out. Free kick quickly taken.
Yeah, he did well to get a goal on Tuesday at Heaven, Aidan Rutledge. Probably should add at least one more as well. But he's getting in the right positions. You can see he's developed from what he was, when he joined Gateshead last year. We shouldn't forget the big step up that he's made.
Well, it looks like we've got another trialist going to be coming on, the goalkeeper, number 32, soon, but we're still playing at the moment. Tinkler just gets himself in the right place at the right time, but Clark has it left-hand side of the box. Dead ball line goes down. Thought he was going to get a penalty.
That's embarrassing, by the way.
Yeah. He could have got a cross in there. He could have pulled it back.
Oh, it's not even that deep.
Yeah, I know. But it does look like we are going to see the introduction of a trialist number 17.
Don't just love pre-season.
And trialist 32 as Tiernan Brooks leaves the pitch.
Look good, hasn't he?
He has. Very comfortable with the ball at his feet. Of course, the way Gateshead play, that's exactly what you'd expect from a Gateshead goalkeeper. Not only that, he's handling, the reaction shots that he's had to save. He's looked very competent, and I'm excited to see more of this young man throughout the season.
I think there's a few we could say that about.
Yeah,
it's been a really, really positive start to pre-season.
And if you're just joining us, it is 2-1 to Gateshead. 62 minutes gone. We've had a few substitutions from Gateshead now, and say trialist number 17 on the ball, but he's lost it on the far side. Cross comes in, and there is Clark, but Kent Richardson, no nonsense, just nods it behind. And Tiernan Brooks just walking past, getting a round of applause. And we stand. Not a bad way to introduce yourself. We have a corner here to Sunderland to our left. And it comes, it's a low one towards the near post, and Gateshead can hook it clear. But Hannon cleared it across, and Bellingham swung at it and puts it wide. And an unconventional right across the face of goal.
I think the word you're looking for is poor.
I'll stick with the unconventional. Tinkler goes for a ball up towards Rutledge. Cirkin wins the header, but it goes out, and Hannant.
It's always funny when you get trialists because you look and think, I recognise him.
Yeah. Trying to put I think that one of the worst ones when we had James Montgomery as a trialist, and obviously everybody knew who he was in the ground, and even old habits die hard when the ball went back. Instead of saying trialist, and said Montgomery, but he brought it down, just slid away, and there's the delicate touches of a football league player there. Any that comes near you go down, and the referees will give it. But he's been consistent, the referee. I'll give him that. He hasn't let too much go away for either side, has he?
No. He's had a pretty steady game, but I always try and remember that, for the referees, it is their pre-season as well.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, everyone's back at the swing. There's Joe Grayson goes down towards the dressing room there, gets a nice round of applause. Sunderland try and build from the back now. Elisi gets it back to Union. Ekwa.
Well done, Ed Rutledge. Good work, Red.
Sunderland trying to build down the right-hand side, but Ollie intercepts, gets the ball up to Rutledge. Rutledge needs to get a good ball through, and he does to Whelan. Pulls the ball back to Ollie Thompson. Ollie Thompson tries to get past the man.
No foul there?
And the referee says no foul. I spoke too soon about the referee, but Clark screaming for the ball on his left-hand side, but still coming forward. Ball out to the right-hand side. And now can Sunderland get this ball in the box? Cuts inside of it, keeps on running, lays it off. Now Bellingham, edge of the box. Clark's got the ball now. Plays it into the centre. And then trying to get the shot off. Bennett snatches at it and drives it high and wide. And some within a little bit too cautious there. I thought Clark could have pulled the trigger. Another player in the centre there as well. As I said, it is pre-season, of course. I'm not going to hit players too much, but thought a little bit of conviction with put the laces through it, might have achieved something there.
Yeah. That's a good ball, you know.
O'Neill, as Senny gets a round of applause. Is that Gateshead's new number 9? It looks like it by the shirt numbers.
Yeah, very good performance. 2 goal scorers' goals, weren't they? Just right place, right time. But a hard-working display made it uncomfortable for Sunderland's defenders.
Oh, and a poor ball to Patterson there. He's going to get to it, but he would have preferred that at his feet.
I think Sunderland are going to make a raft of subs in it.
Yeah, it will be. Oh, and Gateshead win the ball back. Trailis gets it to Rutledge. Rutledge has wheeling on the inside, but Rutledge needs to get a space. Oh, Trailis from the edge of the area. Gets a shot off. Oh, good save.
Great save.
And the ball will go out for a throw on the far side. And, Trailis number 17 just goes into the right space there. And we're going to see a couple of substitutions from Gateshead here. It looks like we're going to see Bramwell. Come on, Jamie Bramwell.
That is Fenton, yeah.
And Fenton John. So it looks like it is going to be Callum Whelan and Kent Richardson that make way here.
And a million Sunderland subs.
In the second half, yeah, there's a load of looks like a plethora could be coming on here for Sunderland.
Good word.
Yeah. Oh, hey, I tell you, I've been reading the dictionary. I don't understand it, but I've been reading it. Well, looking forward to seeing both Bramwell and Fenton John for the first time. Is Trailis. Yeah. Well, Booty picks up the ball, lays it off to Bramwell. Bramwell carries the ball forward. Nice first touch. He's got Hannant, goes for a shot himself. Oh, Hannant. Wasn't given to him, but it wasn't a bad effort.
Yeah, a little good spell for Gateshead there, isn't it? They've been, I wouldn't say under pressure, but they've certainly been second best in terms of possession for spells before that.
But it's nice to see players are getting frustrated because they want to be involved, they want to be doing things, want to be showing what they can do as well. And it's as we say, it is pre-season. It's decision. It's trying to iron out the flaws in your deficiencies and flaws in your game. And at the minute, Gateshead, it's been a good introduction. A free kick on the far side, with 10 yards inside, 5 yards inside the Gateshead half, right on the touchline, quickly taken. And at the moment, ball over the top as Royston just couldn't get past that man, Robbie Tinkler. Booty. Oh, Royston now intercepts, drives forward with it, tries to feint, cuts inside. Ollie does enough just to make him go backwards. And oh my word! Well, from here, the slightest of touches, but the referee was closer. So,
yeah.
The 69th minute, Sunderland take the ball quickly, circling out to Clark. Clark sees Bellingham on the underlap, plays it back to Clark, left hand side. Cirkin to release, and Gateshead just trying to cause problems. O'Neill plays the ball out to Bennett. Oh, nice interception from Ollie Thompson. Gateshead get the ball moving forward, and Ollie Thompson gets the ball back again there, and a foul on Greg Ollie. He's still down there. Hopefully he's all right. He just stretched at it and was caught. And Mickey Barris is saying, wow, Davey, plethora. Miracles will never cease. 2057 here at the day. 1,350 away supporters. We thank every one of them. All goes towards helping the club for this season. And every penny counts. There's at least plays it out to Cirkin. Cirkin under pressure from Trailer 17. And now O'Neill can play it down the line. Pemberley brings it forward. Still got there. Oh, comes off a Gateshead player and out for a corner.
Be interesting to see what happens to Ollie Thompson this season. It's no good him sitting on the bench this season in time. So
obviously he's an attacking midfielder. I think that's probably what we're seeing his best. He's not an out-and-out striker. Comes here from Sunderland.
Great.
It's headed away. Picks up the loose ball, but Austin's there to try and close down. He's on him like a hornet there as the ball poor from Sunderland. The ball just rolls out. But yeah, as I said last season, we had an embarrassment of riches of attacking midfield players. So Ollie Thompson is going to have to work very hard, which I'm sure he'll do. But he's going to have to make a real foothold in either the rest of pre-season or early in the season to show that he's in the mix.
Maybe he is one that they could look to develop away from here, where he would go out on loan.
Well, Gateshead, Sunderland just trying to in the screw here pressure-wise as Alicia drives forward. The ball goes out for a corner. Trailer 17, and just all of a sudden, sorry, is it Elise? Elise?
Oh yeah. Sorry,
yeah. But Sunderland are going to make a massive change. It's funny, we're just seeing a massive gear change in Sunderland just before they're going to make a massive amount of substitutions. As Pembleton puts the ball in, Embleton puts the ball in, Equa picks up the loose ball. Oh, yes. And Gateshead
3v1.
And now it's 3v1 Gateshead. It's Ollie Thompson in the centre. Ollie, who has the ball now? Can he finish it? Scoops it over. Good.
Oh, Greg.
Well, he just had to lift it over, but the keeper, will give credit to Patterson. He did come out, made himself big. And that's why goalkeepers get paid the big money, because they can do things like that. But we are going to see another substitution from Gateshead. It is going to be Liam College coming on. And number 12, Ben Williams. I think these are both college. Ben Williams has signed a full-time contract, come through the academy, and I believe College is another one of those academy players as well as Robbie Tinkler.
Huge, by the way.
He is.
He looks
I thought Bramwell was a man mountain, but this lad is as tall as he is wide. Ollie goes short. Cross in there. There's nodded back across by the trailers. Number 3 hits a stanchion behind. Maybe I should have said as broad as he is, as tall as he is broad shoulders. And we're going to see 22, 23, 16, 19, 15, 12.
Lots of subs.
There are lots of subs here coming on for Sunderland as Clark makes way here.
What we can do is say that it is Jones, Walsh, Middlemas, Jones, Ogunsay, Watson, Mitchell, Kelly, Bainbridge, Bell, Crumpton, Lavery.
Augustini?
No, Anthony Patterson stayed on. So Chubueze is the sub keeper, but he's not coming on. He was on loan at Concert last season.
Wow. A lot of changes there.
But what I will say is a lot of these lads who are coming on now did play at South Shield. So, 2 little top-ups of their time pre-season. I think, I may be wrong, but I think they go to Italy this week, the academy.
Yeah.
For games out there in training camp.
It must be nice.
Yeah.
I think we'll have to have a week away in Skegness, Mark, for podcast training and commentary training. As number 16 for Sunderland looks to play the ball forward. There's number 15 for Gateshead. There's a lot of changes happened. That was College that headed it clear. Let's say Ollie chasing down the Sunderland number 12, and Ollie Thompson coming in there and blooded out there at the minute.
Got a lot of kids who want to make an impression.
And trying to 17 nearly got onto that. Equa had lost the ball, but now Sunderland bring it forward. 19 on the left-hand side, tries to open up, bringing it forward, cuts inside, goes for a shot, and the number 32 for Gateshead, the trailers goalkeeper, scooped that up well. One thing I will say is Charlie's son sitting there in the rain on the seats. The players that have come off, that is. As the ball goes out to Ollie Thompson. Oh, he tries to. He does flick it back to Ollie. It's going to be stuck. Ball over the top, comes through a minute, and Fenton John was there to try and get onto it, but just intercepted. As Gateshead picking up midfield.
How good has he been today, by the way? Really good. What a game he's had.
We've seen him play left side of defence. We've seen him play left wing back. I think even right wing back. We've seen him play right across midfield and even attacking midfield. But that central defensive role in midfield, or that half-back type of role, is really suiting him at the moment. As Rutledge trying to hold up the ball. Ball come off Rutledge for a throw into Sunderland. Has. Just as I say that, they all get their nice warm coats, of Sunderland players. But they wouldn't be as warm as a nice Patrick coat, I would imagine. As,
are you on commission?
No, just the partners, It's, don't want to mention the brand of the other team. As now Sunderland play across the back. In the centre. Ekwa turns, plays it out to 16. He's got his running boots on there. Had to be won there, that ball there by Fenton John, but it's with Sunderland on the far side. They're going to look to get channels that appeals for offside.
Look at Milo.
Bramwell manages just poke that clear, and Ollie Thompson's going to try and keep it in away from a corner. And he does.
Well done, Ollie Thompson.
Beats two Sunderland players and carries the ball forward. Fenton John turns. Was he fouled? He was.
That's a lovely little microcosm there for what Fenton John's just done. Of why Gateshead have signed him. So they love midfield players who are on the ball in difficult situations. He took the ball right in the edge of his own box. He turned away from an attacker. Yes, he's been brought down, but the fact that he was brave enough and confident enough to do that is why.
Oh, lovely stuff from Ollie Thompson again. Plays the ball into the centre. Just not the right decision, or the best of passes, should I say, but he's definitely getting involved.
One thing we haven't said is how good's the pitch looking?
Yeah, it's looking plush for this time of year. We're considering rugby's been played on it as well. There's a crossfield ball here to number 19 to number 12. That is Ben Williams, heads it clear. Ollie chasing it down. Can the trialist number 17 get? Sunderland's number 16 was just enough to get the ball. How long's left? We have a minute left here in the second. The score is Gateshead 2, Sunderland 1, with Unseni scoring one on the line, more or less, and the other one a nice wee work goal where he come in at the back post and put it in, and Sunderland's goal coming from the penalty spot.
Lucas Lowry possibly coming on for.
Yeah, could be. Ollie just did. Giving a captain's performance there, stopping the ball from moving forward. Sunderland. Ollie.
It's a handball, by the way.
Well, Sunderland player managed to come away with it. He's still going now. Number 23 lays it inside, but there's Fenton John.
Talk, lad.
Trying to get in there. Comes on. It's like pinball at the minute. But number 23 lays it forward. Number 19. I tell you what, that was well done. Very well done by Ben Williams. Just got his body in front of the way. It was a physical battle, and ushered the ball over the line. Well, we're going to see another substitution here. It is Lucas Lowry.
Greg Ollie.
Is it?
I think it isn't.
No, it looks like, well, if it isn't Lucas Lowry, he looks just like him, but it's got a different shirt number to what it has on the.
And to be fair, there isn't a 40 on there, so let's just go with that.
It does look like Lucas Lowry.
So she's not listening to us, Dave.
Yeah. Well, there is Robbie Tinkler coming off. There's nice stuff there. Fenton John, his nice bit of footwork.
Too much.
Oh, he's laid it off there. Now College can look up, play it down the line.
Number 40 is actually Lucas Lowry.
He was listening. Oh, lovely touch from the trialist number 17. He just put it behind Ollie Thompson. Now Sunderland can try and break here.
What a run that is.
As Booty had went across to just slow it down somewhat, and they have. Sunderland playing it back to try and build here. Well,
Regan Booty must feel like a granddad out there.
He must.
Just looking.
But
no offense.
You know, we kind of insinuated earlier on that sometimes these games can lose their tempo and lose everything, but a little bit scrappy, but it hasn't lost the tempo.
Not at all. Not at all. It's been competitive without going over the top. It's been lively. The energy from both sides has been good. Gateshead, I will say again, deserve to be in front.
We've got a player down injured at the moment. The physio's coming on for Sunderland. Hopefully he's all right. We want to see everyone get a season, have their chance. But we don't know.
Taylor Ford, the very young academy lads coming on for Gateshead here.
Yes.
Came on, not heaven. I think he's a striker.
I think there's going to be, obviously, a lot of these players are going to get a chance in the coming week because there's a game on Thursday night, there's a game on Friday night, and a couple of games next week. So these fringe players and trialists and academy players will get their chance to, get minutes in the legs and show Rob Elliott, Louis Story, and Anthony Sweeney what they're all about.
Yeah, absolutely. And what is great is that Gateshead aren't scared to throw them in. And again, a very, very good Northern Premier League side, and they came on admittedly just for 5 minutes, but now they're going to get 10 minutes against a Championship club. As Regan Booty comes off.
Regan Booty comes off, and it looks like Aidan Rutledge is the man that is going to have the captain's armband in the absence of two. So it is Aidan Rutledge is going to drop a little bit deeper here, and it is going to be Taylor Ford that will be up top. So we're seeing a bit of versatility for Aidan Rutledge here. Sunderland got the ball back underway, right hand side, crossed the ball in, and nobody there but Ben Williams clear. Equa keeps the ball moving for Sunderland. Number 16 was crying out there. Wasn't forthcoming. And Sunderland can build from the back and play it into midfield. Equa gets the ball, 6 peeling off here to the left-hand side. Now he gets the ball. Equa slips as he kicked it, but he still got it there. Number 19 on the underlap, and the ball comes off a Gateshead player for a corner. I think it was Ollie Thompson.
It was Ollie Thompson. I think he's playing in midfield now as well. So we've got Ollie Thompson and Aidan Rutledge in midfield, along with Fenton John.
But these things happen throughout the season. You've got to have that versatility. There's number 19 for Sunderland. There's the ball off to 23. There's an underlap there, but well done from the trialist number 17 there. Brings the ball up towards Taylor Ford and
played.
Defended well just to stop Taylor Ford getting away with that ball there. Equa.
Still 2-1 to Gateshead with 8 minutes, just under 8 minutes left. Someone just asking the score.
Yeah. Regardless of the scoreline, it's the performances that we've all wanted to see. And, against the calibre of the Sunderland players, it's their first game in pre-season, but they're still Championship players for a reason. And I think the Gateshead management will be able to take a lot of positives away from this. That is a great ball there. Good control as well in the conditions. The player on the far side crosses the ball in, nodded away by the trialist number 3, but only falls to the edge of the area. And there's going to be the shot off. And it pulls it wide.
That's a corner,
Referees give a good.
It's a deflection now.
It took a little nick there, didn't it? But goal Gateshead.
It is still absolutely bucketing down, isn't it?
It's just been constant. I think I give it the commentator's curse when I said it was starting to get bright skies just before we come on, but the ball's been not on. Lucas Lowry tries to chase down, but doesn't get back in numbers and calmly pass it back to Patterson, who is telling his players to carry it forward and push out. Equa pings the ball over to the defender, now 16 on this left-hand side, cuts in with the ball, plays it forward, held up. And 23 can try and just pick out a pass as he does, as number 19 plays it to 20 on the left-hand side. He holds the ball well and lays it back to 23, left-hand side of the pitch, but it goes back to the centre circle.
It's like watching a Youth Cup game now, isn't it?
Yeah.
I said that at South Shields because both teams end up with academy teams out.
It's still an entertaining spectacle at the moment, as it's all on the right-hand side at the moment. Equa pings the ball into the box. There was Williams to College to head it away, flick it away even. There's Rutledge.
Well done.
Lovely stuff to get it to Ollie Thompson. And Ollie Thompson just holds it up a little bit, lays it off to number 17. 17, a little bit cute with the ball there and got dispossessed. And now Sunderland can break down the right-hand side. slowed it down somewhat, and it's going to come across to this left-hand side now. Number 19 receives the ball. It's going to run at... Oh, it chips the ball towards the back post. It hung the air, didn't it? And Gateshead managed to clear it. There's a shirt pull there on to forward, but the referee didn't give anything. It
was an interesting cross, that, wasn't it?
Yeah, it really seemed to hang in the air, didn't it? Ball out to the right-hand side, offside flag goes up. We're into the final 5 minutes here. Gateshead 2, Sunderland 1 in this pre-season encounter at Gateshead International Stadium. And as we mentioned before, you can't read too much into pre-season games. The results mean nothing, but it's always nice to keep the winning momentum going. But we've seen a lot from the new players, and we've seen the standards set high from the existing players from last season.
Very much so. All you want is positive performances and positive results, and Gateshead are getting both of that here.
Williams, just dispossessed, but Rutledge can hold the ball up, gets past one man, keeps going with the ball. He wanted the ball back, he's got it. Rutledge on the right-hand side, he's got Taylor Ford in the middle, crosses it in, but the goes out for a throw right next to the corner flag. Well, as the seconds tick away here, I'd just like to say a big thank you to everyone that's joined us. Sorry for any technical issues that we had in the first half. But one thing we can say is that when you see the highlights of this game, you'll see what a good game it's been. As trialist number 3 launches a long ball into the box. It's going to be picked up by Ollie Thompson, who can lay it off. Trialist number 17. Dinks the ball out there on the far side. Lucas Lowry, it just skimmed away off his foot. It is very wet out there. We haven't seen, when the challenges have been pretty good today, the conditions aren't bad. It's just slick, isn't it? And
very much so.
We've just seen a bit of that there.
Gateshead youngsters holding up well here, you know.
Yeah, it's been an impressive display from I'll say all the versions of the side.
Very good.
19 carries the ball forward. He's just ran into an extra player there, but there we go. Is now can be pumped forward by Gateshead. It's come through Ollie Thompson. Holds it. Oh, would have been a harsh decision to give a free kick there, but he just couldn't get past his man there, could he? And Sunderland can keep the ball moving, but at the minute, Lucas Lowry, left-hand side, chips it inside to Equa, unfortunately, and Sunderland can keep the ball moving themselves, but just feels like the game's dying down somewhat at the minute, but I'm sure Sunderland will want to get an equaliser. Sunderland play the ball forward. Trailer 17, he's won the ball back. Rutledge gives it back to him, but he's just dispossessed. There's now Equa has a runner in front of him. He puts it out to the right-hand side. Now Sunderland can bring the ball forward. 19's shouting for it at the back post here, but the cross didn't come at that point. Equa plays it to number 23. Equa gets the ball back again. He's going to go for a shot himself, hits it off the legs of the trialist number 17. And been impressed with this number 19 so far since he's come on. And ball pinged up. Taylor Ford battling hard there, wins a throw in.
Done very well there. That's excellent. I think is he 16?
I'm not sure. He doesn't
didn't look it.
I didn't look like that at 16. I still don't look like that now. Trailer 17 holds the ball up, plays it back to Liam College. Trailer's goalkeeper. Bramwell lays the ball out there onto the far side, and Gateshead just doing the simple things well. Well, it's lovely to have football back at Gateshead International Stadium. Even nicer to walk out when you've got a trophy to display.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's quite a novel thing for Gateshead fans.
I say that twice in the last 3 seasons.
No, yeah.
The National League trophy as well.
Certainly
National
have.
League North,
It's still have to pinch myself. Gateshead just passing around the back. Nice ball out here towards Williams. Nods it forward. Ollie Thompson couldn't get a no-nonsense defending. Just put out by Sunderland. And we are, we'll see, entering the last 10 seconds of the 90 minutes here. Gateshead currently leading 2-1. Ollie Thompson gets the ball. Still going, but he's just been dispossessed. And Trialist 17 showing some grit there. Ball back to Ollie Thompson, drives forward with the ball. And was he upended?
Yeah,
No, he got the ball.
It's a great tackle, by the way.
It was. Number 19 drives forward with the ball. Left-hand side. Is this the last-ditch effort from Sunderland? Oh, he skims past College. Can he pull it back across? He can.
Oh, what a tackle that is, by the way.
Yes, College did himself proud there. And
there it is.
The full-time whistle. Gateshead run out 2-1 winners over Sunderland here at Gateshead International Stadium in this pre-season friendly. And Mark, there's a lot to be taken away here. Yes, it's nice to get the win, but the positives really outweigh the result really here for a pre-season game. It's been an absolute pleasure to watch this one.
Yeah, it has. And I think you look at it and Gateshead will first and foremost focus on the performance, the improvement. Again, I think there's an improvement there from Tuesday. They will look at the way that the players that maybe didn't get as much of a game on Tuesday have come in tonight and today and done well. I just think it's been a really, really good performance all around. I thought the young lads, I've got to say, did really well when they come on, because you've got to think they're playing against Category A academy players here from Sunderland. Just a really positive game for Gateshead. A really positive
and also,
day for the club and more. The result doesn't really matter in the end of it, but it is a bit of a scalp in pre-season.
It certainly is. And just give a nice little shout out to the team players there. They were straight off the bench, shaking hands with all of the Gateshead players there. Nice touch of class. And as I say, it was a good run out there today, and it was one of them ones that you hope that build on and continue forward with it. I'm sure they will. A big thank you to everyone that has tuned in. Hopefully you've subscribed and you joined our weekly podcast later this week. We'll be talking about this, no doubt. So a big thank you to that. Thank you to Mark for joining us on commentary here. It's always a pleasure, and we wouldn't want to do it any other way. But Gateshead, they've continued pre-season in winning fashion, winning 2-1 against Sunderland AFC. And we'll be back with you for the Middlesbrough game on the 25th. And we hope you can join us here for that if you're unable to attend in person. But remember, the best place to see a Gateshead game is here in the stands. And we'll say thank you to our sponsors, Northern Print Solutions, and our partners, Patrick, before we go off. And thank you very much. Bye, everybody.